Can Marvel be saved? What's good, everybody? Zito here. And oh boy, I know I'm probably late to the party with this mess, but I'm late partially because I had to get my thoughts together. I can just up and do a video. I can just up and do a video without knowing everything that I need to know. I don't know everything or getting everything together so I can understand. So I can make a halfway decent live stream video or whatever. Same difference. Whatever. However you want to call it. So, alright, context for this video. And this is part of the reason why I say I'm late. So, a while ago, Marvel editors were being... Marvel editors, I said it right, were being told by retailers that their comics, in a way of saying, without saying too much, basically suck. Their comics basically suck. Nowadays, anyway. And the reason they suck is because Marvel isn't focused on character. Scratch that. I almost screwed up my own video in like the first minute. Jeez. Marvel isn't focused on stories and interesting characters. More lines focus on characters based on race, gender, so on and so forth. And it's basically saying that a lot of their comics aren't selling that well because of this shift in focus. And to be honest, I can honestly see where they come from. Put it this way. There's a reason why... Where I put that damn book? Damn it. Video going off the rails already. Anyway. So... No, wrong one. So... Okay. So... I'm only doing this for two things. One, to get some perspective. Two... Oh, there it is. To kind of... Get my points out. Three... So I can show you that I'm not just talking out of my ass. As most people, I probably am just talking out of my ass. So, if you're watching this, just know I'm trying my best to not talk out of my ass. This is not going well like I wanted to, but I digress. So, what you see in front of you is basically a lot of comics. Yes, I have collected, and I need to reorganize this somewhere down the line. What you see right now is basically a lot of comics. Different comics. Most of them I haven't fully read. And that's partially my fault. Mostly my fault. Okay, damn it, it's my fault. I haven't mostly read these things, I have mostly read half of these things. More than half of these things. I have a bunch of comics, to be honest. I have a bunch of comics from Marvel, DC, and some independent ones. That's what I'm missing. I knew I was missing something. I need a nice little segue to get what I'm getting. I digress. So, okay. Okay. So, to get my point across, to get my point across, phone being stupid. All right, so I have my thoughts together, and I need to get them out. But I need to do this first. Say hi to Venom while I get what I need to get. Venom, watch your phone. Venom, watch your phone. Thank you, Venom. So, oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting topic. So, one thing that popped in my mind, and I was talking to somebody about this, is the idea that Marvel comics are not diverse enough. First of all, that's technically not fair. That's not fair. Marvel Comics has been diverse enough for a while now. Well, I'm not. Damn it! Stop closing box. Comics has been diverse enough for a while, and I'm talking about in terms of characters, even stories. Yes, this is Civil War 2. I bought this a while ago and I have yet to read it, and I am skeptical on reading though, but I digress. But no, because I think I heard Civil 2 was actually somewhat good. And I actually bought the first couple of Black Panther books. I thought it was interesting though. Then again, I'm simple guy to please. Make some interesting to catch make some good and interesting, and I won't say anything. Iron Man and Power Fist. I know some people don't like the art style. I thought it was interesting because it shows Power Man trying to be normal, and it ended up going south. Oh, this is an old one, the Invincible Iron Man. God damn, I have a lot of old ass comics. Woo! God damn. That is a goddamn shame. So, okay. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me get all my thoughts together. I'll use you right now. Got my thoughts together. So, Black Panther. One of Marvel's well-known black superheroes. So, the problem is, though, everyone seems to think that Marvel isn't diverse enough. Marvel can do this and the third. Marvel is white, racist, all that jazz. And to be fair, not even to be fair, that's not true. That's not true at all. The problem is, though, and the director of sales kind of shot himself in the foot when he said this, because he should have known the backlash was going to happen. But I digress. So, I do have an expensive book. I've never read it. It was free comic book day, so I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever. But okay, so the problem isn't the fact that they have a diversity problem. The problem is, and many people say this. The problem that Marvel have right now is they have a pandering problem. There's a difference. Pandering, diversity. Pandering, diversity. I wish I had a point. Fuck me. Okay. This be bird. That's diversity. This can be diversity too, as long as the story is done right. Here's the thing, and I told a couple people this too, but if you're going to do diverse characters, one, the characters had to be able to stand on their own, not just be carbon copies or just outright replace. Okay, you can have an outright replacement for a character, right? I don't have any Riri Williams because I didn't find her. I personally didn't find her character interesting enough for me to look into at all, not in the slightest. The hell? Huh? I bought this book and never really paid attention to what's the name? I'm pretty sure it's nothing. I'm pretty sure someone's going to tell me, this is nothing. It might be something. Although, Mary Jane's working at Stark Enterprises. What's all the freaking hashtags? Anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, let me get back to what I was saying. There's a difference. Diversity or attempted diversity. Outright pandering. This is why she's pandering. She could have been attempted diversity because the concept for her was Thor is not worthy of Mjolnir anymore. Okay, fine. Again, people aren't going to like it. People didn't like Jason Todd when he first became Robin, and when he became Red Hood. People liked him. People didn't like Sam Wilson when he first became Captain America. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't like him because of how he's being treated. First off, Sam is a nice guy. Sam is cool. Sam is honor bound. You do not switch him up for to fit your stupid agenda. Same with her. How you gonna make her? And this is crazy part though. Cause I came across comics, people talking about comics and everything. And the one thing that caught my eye was, I knew next to nothing about why Jane Foster becoming Thor. I initially thought like, oh, that's weird. Why is Jane Foster becoming Thor? I guess it could be fun. Whatever. It's whatever. Not really interested. Kind of find out. And next thing I know, next thing I hear is Jane Foster protects feminism. What? What? No. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's not how this thing is supposed to work. Come on, man. This is Thor we're talking about. No, not even that. Not even that. What reason would you have to punch somebody? On top of that, why is feminism being injected into comics? What does that mean we don't have enough female superheroes? Or female characters? You gotta remind you. She's one of the main staples in Marvel, mostly because of Spider-Man. But I digress. She's the main staple. Let's go here. Wait, better. Now, granted, yes, her face looks weird, and that's probably the artist. So I'm gonna leave that one alone, because that's not a hair there. So debate yourself in the comments or whatever. But 1, 2, even to an extent 3. What's another one? I don't think Jean Grey is in any of these comics. Never mind. Another one. As a matter of fact, no, that's Mercy. That's Mercy from Overwatch. No. Psylocke. Phoenix. Psylocke. Phoenix. You mean... And that's just in X-Men alone. Because there are way more. But that's just in X-Men alone. And then, you got other characters too. Miss Marvel is supposed to be Muslim. Okay. Okay. No big deal. I don't know. I know next to nothing about a character. And based on some of the stuff I've seen, I'd rather not know. Marvel has changed a lot of people to fit a lot of different narratives. Instead of focusing on the thing that I don't know, made them popular in the first place, all the good freaking stories. That's probably a bad book to use, but whatever, I'm using it. Come on, like, you mean to tell me, as a matter of fact, no. These series of books, Ultimate X-Men, this is number 94, 96, 95. Why are these out of order? 4, 96, 95, 97, 92. Again, why are these out of order? 93. There we go. That should be about order. And I also got Dark X-Men too, but that was like a 3-issue story. I thought it was kind of interesting. But okay, so the idea of Ultimate X, the concept of Ultimate X-Men. I tend to miss a lot of comics, most because I ain't got money like that, so I can never actually buy all the stuff I want to look into. But the idea of Ultimate X-Men is there's a jug out there that's changing mutants. As a matter of fact, let's look into it, shall we? This be like a mini review for these things. But yeah, like look at this. Look at this. They're talking about, okay, Robert Kirkman. I've never actually heard your name, but I personally like this though. If you don't like it, then if you like it, tell me why. If you know who he is, tell me who he is. Whatever. But okay, let's just continue on though. So that is go away ad. So the idea is the fact that there's a drug going around, and it's causing mutant, and it's changing mutants though. Granted, I think this issues before they found go away ad. Before they found the drug, they was fighting Magneto. Have the classified Magneto or fight against Apocalypse or whatever. And Phoenix, I think at this point Phoenix has control of her powers. And basically shuts Apocalypse up. and whatnot. And then another one where Phoenix is basically ruining Apocalypse's day. Ruining Apocalypse's day. Go away, ad. There's so many ads in comics. It's insane. I understand how to make money, but jeez. Yeah, like the X-Men stories are interesting if done right. Now let's get to the one issue that I want to talk about. This one starts a trend. The next couple trends, right? So this one follows the story of Colossus. The next couple issues, and there's something Colossus is hiding. Yes, Jubilee is. Yeah, there's a bunch of different mutants here, and even Jubilee, little schoolgirl looking tail, and Songbird, and Sunfire. Right there. There's a little story here though, and the fight scenes here. I thought the fight scene was kind of cool though, and it involves Colossus. So what ends up happening though is they find out that Colossus, eventually they find that Colossus, right, is basically using enhancements or drug. It's called Banshee, and basically it makes you an addict and changes you. Cause in this universe, in this version, Colossus didn't have super strength. He just had the ability to turn to metal. So what ends up happening though is, and don't talk about his boyfriend, because in this one Colossus is gay. His boyfriend gets kidnapped. Okay, so what ends up happening is he goes off. They get a little backstory on Cyclops. He goes off and makes his own little group with Rogue, Nightcrawler, Focus. There we go. With Rogue, Nightcrawler, Dazzler, and the bird-looking thing that's Angel. Don't ask why Angel's a bird, but I digress. And basically, yes, this is a drug Banshee and everything. So basically, what happened is like everyone's powers get amped up. And when amped up or changing everything. Rogue can now kiss people and not drain their power. Rogue gotta kiss you not drain their power. I don't know what I don't know what Nightcrawler's changes or Psylocke's, and Angel just turned to a giant bird. Why Angel turned to a giant bird, I don't know. And everyone. Psylocke is like a sword shield. I think she can control her psychic powers more freely. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure what Nightcrawler's ability is. Everyone's on Banshee except for this guy, Cyclops, because he's basically infiltrating to try and figure out what's going on. And basically, the Banshee is changing everybody. The Banshee is changing everybody for the worse. So they go off. They go off. They fight and everything, and then Rogue gets in trouble. Apparently there's a secret here that I don't know, and I haven't followed up on the issue, so I don't know what's going on. So Cyclops has to make a choice: protect his friends or continue his mission. So he does what any caring individual does. Granted, reckless, but takes the judgment to protect his friends. And what ends up happening is probably the craziest thing ever. The thing I thought was funny. Cyclops goes on a complete rampage. Honestly, this right here is probably one of my favorite shots of Cyclops ever. Because basically because of the Banshee, he can now fully control his powers, and he gains some new ones in the process. He is basically going rough shot. Yeah, he's basically going rough shot. He can fly and everything, and I don't know where he got the power from. I don't know. And I don't know why they gave him the ability to fly, but I'll take it. I'll just take it. I thought it was awesome. So at this point though, and yes, this is Phoenix and Surfer, when Surfer was actually done well. I need a Blade comic. I need a Blade comic so I can I need an old Blade comic and everything. So Phoenix taking control of X-Men. They end up going after they end up going after the rogue X-Men that's going off, and you see Phoenix fighting Cyclops and everything, and Cyclops is basically just going ham, giving no care in the process. And yes, Spider-Man, other people make cameos in here because Wolverine is trying to find where the source of the Banshee came from, and whatnot. And it's found out that it found out because the Banshee is in Wolverine's blood. Wolverine is the source of the Banshee in a way. And basically after that, Wolverine goes to help Jean and everything, and they basically go off again on a tangent again, on a fight spree again, and it's insane because oh my god, I thought this comic was crazy. Even at this point, when freaking Wolverine cuts out Colossus' guts, I'm like, whoa, hold up, son, hold up. You're going a little too far there. And this Professor X first found out about the Banshee, but knowing it's addictive and everything. Yeah, again, this universe is weird. So also, think about Colossus. And Colossus, if you cut his guts, as long as he's in metal form, he can survive. I did not know that. I'm not sure that's continuity or that's canon or whatever, but I thought it was cool. And they just go off in a fight. And again, Cyclops and everyone is getting used to the power of Colossus. Wolverine's one of Wolverine's legs off. Is actually kind of funny. And Northstar comes in to calm Colossus down, but Cyclops is still possessed by the Banshee, and he goes off into space, and like the Colossus getting his organs still back in and everything. Cyclops going into space, and he just fighting, but eventually the Banshee just wears off. And in a way, I felt bad for Cyclops because he wanted the one thing Cyclops wanted was to be able to control his power. The Banshee gave him that ability to control his power, but at a cost. And yes, Wolverine finds out that somebody else was basically selling the Banshee, and Wolverine doesn't like it, so he basically destroys all the Banshee supplies and everything. So I don't know who this is. I should, and I don't. I think it's Quicksilver, but I could be wrong though. So, so anyway, that's an example of good storytelling. It could. I'm pretty sure someone can find a better example. If you do, then cool. But the reason I'm making this live stream is one, to show I'm a comic book fan. Granted, yes, I mostly show a lot of Marvel stuff, but the point of this is to be Marvel, because Marvel can be saved, but they have to do a number of things. One, they have to purge damn near their entire catalog of writers and artists and everything. Well, at least the ones, okay, artists 50-50, because some artists good, other artists bad, but they have to they have to purge all the writers, because a lot of writers are not making good stories. Purge your writers. That's first and foremost. Second off, go back. You said you was going to do this before too, but I have yet to hear any good stories come out yet. Well, many. Go back to writing good stories. If you're gonna focus on characters, cool. But when you focus on these characters, it shouldn't be about if they're black, trans, or female, whatever. No. If you're gonna do that, they had to be heroes who aren't replacements for other heroes, for established heroes. And then someone want to bring up too. Someone said that superhero titles were always mantles. Well, here's the thing. You can say that, but I can argue that that's 50-50 because Superman was always Superman. There was always one Batman. One of the changes in the mantles were one of the things that made names mantles was Robin. But you can't say that for every hero. There's only one Cyclops. There's only one Jean Grey, aka Phoenix. Granted, yes, people use Phoenix Force, but I digress. There's only one Phoenix. There's only one one Superman. There's only one Wonder Woman because everyone's Wonder Girl or whatever. But the thing is though, these people that end up being replacements end up being characters that were introduced somewhere along the line and was interacted with these characters. Like Miles Morales was someone Spider-Man knew and ended up becoming Spider-Man and use the fact that Spider-Man's dead to become a better Spider-Man himself because he felt as though he could have saved them. Granted, he was young, but he's more lines like I could have saved Spider-Man, and yet I didn't. You know what? Where are you, Miles, for that matter? Miles. I know Miles is somewhere. That's X-Men. Miles Morales. Will Miles Morales please stand up? Miles. I'm sorry, I sound stupid. Where's the freaking comic? No. I have to reorganize all this stuff though. Just so you can see what I'm doing. Stop it, stupid. No. Yeah, I have to reorganize all this stuff. Carnage. I never read actually half this stuff. And I'm kind of 50-50 on doing something because I guess I don't want to feel as though I wasted money buying comics that were completely terrible. Where are you? That's crazy. I have so many comics. I have a lot of comics, and I have to reorganize everything because I'm trying to make a point here. Where are you? I don't want that one. Okay. Yep. This is gonna take me forever. No, Zito, no. This wasn't a bad idea. This was a perfect idea. This was a great idea. Freaking stupid idea. Doing it like this. That's Doctor Strange. Power Fist and Iron Man. I don't know why I do that. I have this tendency, when it comes to Power Man and Iron Fist, I have this tendency to say Power Fist and Iron Man instead of the other way around. That's not what it is. I don't know why that's a thing, but I'll do that a lot. I'll just say Power Fist and Iron Man. I don't know why. I need help. I know I do. X-Men. Where the hell are you? Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, in this pile. Daredevil. There you go. No, I need the first one. There we go. This guy. He decided to become Spider-Man to make sure he doesn't lose another person like Peter Parker or any of his family again. And honestly, I like that because even in this one, I think it's this one or Volume 2. Yeah, it's in this one. Where's the line at? Where's the line? Where are you? Here we go. So this after he basically caused Blackheart to run away. and whatnot, right? So, 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 so Miles found out so Miles found out there's a person that the person that know the person that happened to got vehicles to this fight, and then there's a YouTube video, and the person finds out that Spider-Man is a kid of color. But to be let's first stop a second. People stop saying people of color, person of color. That sounds just as terrible as when, yeah, it doesn't sound good. So, Spider-Man, so Miles, and okay, and, and, and basically this sums up everything. This sums up everything. This sums up all the problems I have. So he's talking about there's a Lady Thor and African American Captain America, and basically a biracial Spider Man and whatnot. And and Miles looks mildly annoyed though. But look at her. This is basically she's her right here is basically everyone on the freaking internet nowadays. But everyone freaking out internet nowadays, right? Look at this. But but so like what? Oh, that's Black Cat. Anyway, so what ends up happening? So Spider-Man, so Miles says this line right here. I'm gonna go and close. That was from Ned said, but he said, "Stop, focus." He says this. This is I don't want to be the Black Spider-Man. I want to be Spider-Man, and that honestly, that line right there, I like because basically, at least early before I guess whatever happened. Miles basically saying, but in Miles' case, he's basically saying he doesn't want to be known by his skin color. He wants to be known by what he does. He wants to be seen as a hero. He wants to be seen as someone. I mean, granted, yes, the regular Spider-Man is alive in this universe and everything. So, the regular Spider-Man is still alive in his. Peter Parker is still alive in his universe. Kind of ruins the narrative and everything, but Miles' thing is he doesn't want to be seen as a black hero. Granted, yes, he is a black hero, but because of the mantle he has, he would rather be seen as Spider-Man than just Black Spider-Man. Because to him, being called Black Spider-Man just puts the focus on the wrong thing, and that's his skin color. And that's something that Jane Foster Thor didn't have. Something that Kamala Khan had at first, but then I think they changed it, and I don't know why. I don't know why. These heroes are basically replacements replacements and whatnot. Why are you sitting there focusing on the fact that why are you sitting there focusing on? And here's the funny thing about it too. So, like, here's the funny thing about it too. Because look at this. You have Gwen Stacy Spider-Man, which is focused on the fact that she's a woman. You have British Spider-Man, he's British. Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, and whatnot. That's it, right? But the thing about it though is like, a lot of people would rather not be. A lot of people aren't known by their skin color or their race. They're known by their timeline. Granted, yes, you do have a Spider-Woman, but the thing about it though is like Spider-Woman isn't focused on the fact that she's a woman. It's focused on the fact her name. Yes, her name has to be Spider-Woman, but she is a badass that just so happens to be a woman, and that's what I want. I want heroes to go back to being who they are, being heroes that just so happen to be black, Asian, Hispanic, trans, whatever. All this representation stuff is getting out of hand, especially when the people that complain the most aren't necessarily people buying the stuff. I love comics. I love it to death. But Marvel needs to get his head out of his ass and realize that maybe, not even maybe, they realize that they're they're screwing over their audience in the long run. And there's things that need to be changed. They need to go back to square one. Go back to writing stories again. Writing interesting stories. Go back. Put these characters back on the path of being heroes that struggle. Because that's the thing. When people read comics, they want to read comics because they want to escape reality. And the thing about it is, though, what's better than escaping reality than watching your favorite hero struggle to become better? Struggle to become better. Struggle to become the hero that they know they're meant to be. And not just a hero that people say they can be. It's one thing when you sit there and say that, oh, this person's a hero because they're black. It's another thing to say this person's a hero and you can pull out a number of things that they've done that show their heroism. This is a long live stream, and I did not mean for it to be this long, though. But it's just, I had to try to get my points out and try to get out in a timely manner before I forget everything. Anyway, I'm Zito. I'll catch y'all next time. Till then, ladies, peace out.